Shark Tour. The Shark Tour at SeaWorld San Antonio is the cheapest animal encounter at only $10 per person after taxes and fees, and is one of the 3 animal encounter options for the free encounter with a Platinum Pass. But how good of an experience is it? Find out in this review. The Shark Aquarium, or Explorer's Reef, is located in the Discovery Point section of SeaWorld San Antonio, which is actually outside of the main gate for both parks and doesn't technically require a ticket to visit. This area used to have some gardens above it, where Aquatica is now, and a kiddie section below it, where the parking lot is now, so it wasn't as strangely located when originally built. The aquarium itself feels a bit older, being built in the late 1980s, so not as great as the new aquarium at VinWonders Food Quok, for example. But the large glass panels are impressive when I just look at them instead of trying to take video in this area. With a large collection of animals inside the tanks, this is a nice experience for those wanting to see animals in action. The Shark Tour meets at the front of the building, and you walk along a side path so that you can walk up above the aquarium. The first room you go into is the food prep room, where you can see the different things that SeaWorld uses to prepare food for the sharks. There wasn't any action in here on the day I visited, as it seems that most of the food prep is done much earlier in the day. But this is where you should bring all of your questions for your tour guide about anything that sharks might eat. For our tour, it was just the 3 of us in my party, so you can likely have a small group to chat directly with your tour guide throughout the entire experience. We even got the entire experience for free, as the tour guide gifted us the tour since no one actually signed up for the time slot, and we walked by about 10 minutes before the tour was set to start. The tour does require that all children be with a paying adult, so do keep that in mind if you're wanting to send kids on this tour. After the food room, you climb the stairs to see the top of the aquarium. This is not nearly as imposing of a view as the aquarium down below, but it is interesting seeing this from above, and just seeing how the aquarium would look from the workers' perspective who would need to come up here to feed the animals and do other tasks. You really cannot see many of the sharks themselves, so you're not getting a better viewing experience with this tour. You are just getting a different experience while learning more facts about the sharks and aquarium itself. The highlight of the tour is being able to look into the 2 exclusive small aquariums. One had babies on my visit, and the other had a shark that you can actually pet. How they're able to advertise that you get to pet a shark on this tour. This is a neat experience, but not really different from petting, say, a stingray that you've likely experienced at other aquariums. Overall, how good is the Shark Tour at SeaWorld San Antonio? This is a very simple, behind-the-scenes animal tour. The ability to ask questions and see the shark aquarium from the top is a unique and educational experience. However, you're not missing anything by not doing this tour. And there are plenty of free animal viewings and keeper talks around SeaWorld that you can experience without having to pay an upcharge price. So if you're just visiting for a day or 2, I would prioritize other things throughout the park. Other interactions for a similar price might be better at the nearby San Antonio Aquarium, as they specialize in upcharge encounters for around $10 to $15 per person. Still, for a low price, and especially if you can get a further discount, the Shark Tour is a nice experience to add that little bit more to the Explorer's Reef area, and is accessible even for a larger family. Which animal encounters have you done at SeaWorld San Antonio? Do you feel the Shark Tour is worth the price? Let me know, and as always, Kapkun Krap.